Kyle Larson snatched the victory from his Hendrick Motorsports teammate Alex Bowman, with only 7 laps remaining at Homestead-Miami Speedway. The race ended with an unexpected turn of events that kept viewers on the edge of their seats. But what Jeff Gordon revealed after the race was the real showstopper. Following the nail-biting finale, Jeff Gordon, vice chairman of Hendrick Motorsports, shared his thoughts on what happened in those crucial closing moments. The Straight Talk Wireless 400 at Homestead-Miami became an instant classic when Larson won on lap 261 of 267. Bowman, who had been leading, scraped the wall in turn 4, allowing Larson to pass and win his 30th career NASCAR Cup Series race. Perfect that last run? It was far from perfect, Bowman admitted. I gave up a spot and a half, almost 2 spots there, by getting in the wall too many times. I knew I wasn't going to get the best restart there. I knew I wasn't good on the short runs and just thought if I could hold off the 11 and the 45 behind me, I could get ringing the top and the 19 too. And then I got in the wall and let him by. But I just had to keep plugging away at what I know and what's good for me. The victory margin was 1.205 seconds, with Bowman coming in second, followed by Bubba Wallace, Chase Briscoe, and Denny Hamlin. This was Larson's second career Cup Series victory at Homestead and his first of the 2025 season. Bowman was plainly displeased with his performance and did not spare words. Was it getting into the wall a little extra that did you in? Or was there more to it? Was the query he received. Yeah, I guess I choked that one away for sure, Bowman replied. Just kind of burnt my stuff up. Saw the 5 coming, so moved around a little bit. Not when he passed me, but the time before that. I hit it pretty hard with the right front and ended up just bending something enough that I lost a lot of right front feel. And then I pulled it off the wall too far right there and ended up hitting the fence pretty bad. Man, I hate that for this Alley 48 group. They deserve that. Jeff Gordon, who was watching from the 48 team's pit box, had a unique perspective on those last laps. His estimate of Larson's talents at Homestead-Miami sparked debate among the NASCAR world.
It's exciting and nerve-wracking at the same time because it's exciting because there's never a dull moment. There's always something.
Go through it from your perspective. Yeah, I mean, I was sitting on the 48 box and they had a solid race. But, they kept themselves in it on pit road, obviously, with that #1 pit stall. I think he was really, really tight most of the day, and they freed it up on that last one. And lo and behold, here he goes taking the lead from Bubba. At that point, I didn't think anybody was going to catch him. Maybe the 19. The 19 was looking pretty good and stalking the 23. But you just can't ever count out Kyle Larson, especially at this place. Gordon expressed praise for Larson's distinct driving style, saying, "You could see some of the other guys starting to struggle a little bit, and his car just doesn't fall off when he puts it up on the fence the way he does."
The new 10-10s club over at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
This recognition from a racing legend like Gordon carries enormous weight. With 93 Cup victories under his belt, Gordon understands what it takes to win at the highest level of NASCAR. Larson's victory is especially more amazing given the hurdles he overcome during the race. Larson had his job cut out for him right away, as he started in 14th place. When Josh Berry's number 21 Ford collided with Larson's car on pit road, his challenge became even more difficult. The impact left a large hole in Larson's automobile. As crew chief Cliff Daniels later said, "Basically, there's a vent in front of the exhaust exit on the rocker panel, and the vent was knocked out. Even more of a hole was kind of opened up there, which I knew was going to be bad for downforce. I knew it was going to be bad for speed." The damage was considerable, measuring around 6 inches tall and 10 inches long. Despite this setback, Daniels made the vital decision to keep his track position rather than pitting for repairs. When I was calling us into pit to fix it, we were coming to one to go to choose, and I knew that was really going to put us way behind the field. Coming to the green, I elected just to take the chance of keeping the track position and keeping the car out there. This gamble paid out spectacularly. Larson said that his performance wasn't always consistent throughout the race, but he knew he wasn't excellent on short runs. Later, he admitted that he ran into the wall too many times when running the highline. Larson's victory at Homestead-Miami was especially significant because he was seeking to complete a rare NASCAR triple-header sweep. Larson, who won the Craftsman Truck Race on Friday and led 132 of 201 laps in Saturday's Xfinity Series race, finishing 4th, was attempting to join Kyle Busch as the first drivers to sweep all 3 NASCAR National Series races in a single weekend. Busch achieved this accomplishment twice at Bristol Motor Speedway, in 2010 and 2017. Though Larson fell 1 race short of a sweep, Gordon praised Larson's weekend performance. Any chance at that? Yeah, I think you want that for him. I think, especially at a track like this, the way it started on Friday. You'd certainly like to see him accomplish it because he's deserving of it. But it also goes to show you how hard it is to do.
And obviously Hendrick Motorsports has been the ultimate team that I've ever been a part of, so...
Larson will have another shot to complete the sweep at Bristol next month. While considerable attention was focused on Larson's triumph, Gordon also delivered an insightful critique of Alex Bowman's race and season development. Bowman started on pole and led 43 laps until making a late mistake that cost him the win. But what have you seen out of him and Blake to start this season? Despite coming up 1 spot short today, what have you seen from them early this year? Yeah, and I think this performance all weekend, to have that solid of a weekend, pole, pit stops were great. They were basically in the top 5 all day long, led a bunch of laps. To be leading at the end, contending, that does a lot for a race team. Gordon emphasized the momentum growing within Bowman's squad since late 2024. I think we saw the momentum building with that team last year, at the end of last year. You just hope they can build on that and carry it into the season. And I think they have, but you've got to get the results. So I think today was an important day for them, and I think you'll see that create quite a spark. Meanwhile, another key drama emerged when Ryan Blaney, the 2023 Cup champion who had led 124 laps and won Stage 1, experienced a terrible engine failure with 60 laps to go. "I didn't have any warning," Blaney told reporters. "It just laid over when I got back to wide open down the front, and that was all she wrote." The incident produced a dense cloud of smoke across the track, necessitating a lengthy cleanup. This was Blaney's 3rd consecutive finish outside of the top 25 and his 2nd engine failure in 3 races. "It just stinks," Blaney explained. "Led a lot of laps, lost a little bit of track position there with some stuff on pit road, but got back to 3rd. It was a great race between me, Bubba, and Larson. It was going to be a heck of a battle the last 60 laps or so, but it just didn't really work out for us." As the NASCAR season progresses, Larson's triumph at Homestead cements his status as a title contender, while Bowman, Blaney, and the rest of the field look forward to their next chance at victory. What are your thoughts on Gordon's shocking statements? Let me know in the comment down below.